Born in the former Soviet Union over 70 years ago, Sambo is currently going through a period of revival. Official recognition of Sambo by the current Russian leadership triggered new wave of interest and stimulated further development of this uniquely Russian martial discipline. There is no doubt that Sambo today enjoys ever-increasing popularity in Russia and beyond its borders.
Болельщик расхваливает своего борца, он кричит: «Посмотрите на моего льва!»
Sambo is deeply rooted in wrestling techniques and practices of various tribes that populated vast territory of former Russian Empire, such as Georgian Chidaoba, Moldavian Trinta, Armenian Koch. It also adopted many elements of traditional Eastern and Western martial arts. The year is 1928. Senior instructor of popular sports club Dynamo, Viktor Spiridonov, publishes a first manual on what he calls self-defense without weapons. The book described a new system of personal self-defense, which creatively reinterprets the best and the most effective techniques from jiu-jitsu and many other lesser-known martial arts. Spiridonov's new system was quickly adopted by the police and the army. Vasili Oshchepkov. At the dawn of the 20th century, he was also known as Russian Japanese. Oshchepkov is considered by many to be the founding father of Sambo. Having lost both of his parents early in life, Oshchepkov was sent to a Christian Orthodox mission in Japan to study Japanese language. The Russian army needed translators for the upcoming inevitable war with Imperial Japan. There, Oshchepkov soon fell in love with the culture of the country of the rising sun, and specifically judo. Eventually, Oshchepkov became the first Russian ever to be admitted into the most prestigious judo academy, Kodokan, and received the black belt in judo. After returning to Russia, Oshchepkov dedicated his life to teaching judo, as well as reforming and turning it into a new system of self-defense in its own right. In 1937, Oshchepkov was arrested and accused of spying for Japan. He died the same year of heart attack in a KGB prison cell. But his work and knowledge did not die with him. Sambo quickly spread all over the country, thanks to the efforts of Oshchepkov's students.
Борьба подобна жизни. Побеждает сильнейший.
Famous Russian wrestling blockbuster Undefeated is loosely based on the life of one of such students, Anatoly Kharlampiev. Multi-talented sportsman and prominent intellectual, Kharlampiev spent early years of his life traveling through southern and eastern regions of Russia, carefully collecting and documenting ancient wrestling techniques. Many of those techniques became an integral part of what is today known as modern Sambo. In 1938, Sambo becomes officially recognized sport, along with more established kinds of wrestling. Early on, Sambo was adopted as an integral part of the training for Russian police and special forces. During World War II, Sambo became known as invisible weapon. It saved countless lives in the battlefield and allowed those who mastered it quickly and effectively disarm and kill multiple enemies, even if they possessed overwhelming force and weight advantage. After the war, new generations of Sambo enthusiasts emerged. New official schools of Sambo, founded by the students of Oshchepkov and Kharlampiev, were opening their doors all over the country, from north to south, from the west to the far east. At the same time, slowly but surely, Sambo was being recognized internationally. The first ever European Sambo Championship took place in Riga in 1972. It was not much of a surprise that Russian team went home with 8 out of 10 available golden medals. After all, Russia is the birthplace of Sambo. Somewhere along the way, it became clear that Sambo is not just for men. Regular Sambo championships among women started in 1987. Today, a Russian female Sambo team is considered one of the strongest and most victorious on the international stage. Sambo never strayed far from its roots, as may be the greatest system of self-defense ever created. To this day, it is widely used as a weapon of choice by police officers and operators of elite military units in real life and death situations. As a sport, Sambo is considered a great foundation, a starting point for anyone who wants to become a great wrestler. And here's the proof. As many as 14 Russian Olympic wrestling champions started in Sambo. Due to its universal nature and multitude of different techniques, Sambo is uniquely suitable for the training of mixed martial arts fighters. It is no accident that both Oleg Takhtarov and Fyodor Yemelyanenko come from Sambo. Born in Russia over 70 years ago, modern Sambo is stronger than ever. It confidently crosses national and cultural borders. And there is no doubt that someday, soon, Sambo will become an Olympic sport.